Well, good morning from fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. True, it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but in Las Vegas, that's morning. I've just been walking along the light rigging here for the big Formula One, the big F1 race in Las Vegas next month, soaking in the unusual sight here at Treasure Island of two sort of deserted, landlocked in the desert pirate ships designed by my good friend Bob Gurr, the same guy who designed the Disneyland monorail, the giant King Kong at Universal Studios, the UFO from the 1984 Los Angeles Olympics. At Steve Wynn's bequest, he built these pirate ships here for Treasure Island when Las Vegas was trying to be a little more family friendly. There was a big pirate battle that happened out here every night along Las Vegas Boulevard. Later, I think they tried to make the show a little bit more adult, a little bit more sensual, which is why you see these pirate ships looking the way they do now. But eventually, as Treasure Island slowly morphed into TI, their kind of weird later rebrand, I'll leave it to you whether it was successful or not, they sort of cheaped out on the free pirate show along the strip, and now these boats just sit there, forgotten, forlorn. Now, these boats used to actually sink into this moat here, like in an animatronic kind of way. That's where Bob Gurr comes in. And I'm sure a lot of you know that, but I was just thinking, like, man, if you didn't know that, you'd probably walk by here going, what the heck is up with these pirate ships? I was lucky enough to have my first visit to Las Vegas be so long ago that I did actually see this free show along the strip in its original form, before the budget was sort of cut, before Senor Frogs took over here, and Gillies, the sort of Texas Roadhouse, was here, when it was all actually kind of Treasure Island, pirate themed, which I thought was pretty darn cool. And as we'll see later when we get in the car, I was very disappointed when I walked inside. Like, the theming sort of ended at the door, but still out here, it was awesome. Sinking pirate ships and flames and stunts, people diving into the water. What a beautiful sight, and what an unusual sight. You don't tend to see that every day. I mean, unless you work at Disneyland. But I actually didn't come to Treasure Island and enjoy its free parking just to see these pirate ships. I came for a much more unusual sight, something that I have never seen anywhere but Las Vegas. And no, I'm not talking about Gillies, where you can say howdy and get rowdy. I'm talking about something along the side of the building. And I know everything in Las Vegas is built on a massive scale, but when I first saw it, I was not prepared for this. Oh my gosh, would you look at the size of that shopping cart? It's Cartzilla! I never knew where its home base was before, but this is where it drops off and picks up passengers right here below Treasure Island, right along the side of it in the bus loading area. And it's not quite as big as a bus. Almost as big as a short bus, though, I'd say. That is amazing. I like this on the back. Shopping cart is hybrid. It burns gas and rubber. Look at this freaking thing. It's got seating for 8, including the driver. It goes up and down the strip on an hour-long tour of Las Vegas. From what I could gather back there, it's about $60 for an hour, so about $1 per minute, something like that. It's a freaking street legal shopping cart. I know it was founded by a guy named Kurt Osborne. I have no idea when it started. All I know is just a couple of years ago, I started seeing a giant shopping cart cruising up and down the strip. I'm like, what the freaking heck is that? That is a freaking 400 horsepower shopping cart right there. Uh-oh. It looks like somebody left it unattended right now. Willy whip skip, wee. That's not where the carts go. Somebody tell the cart narc. Oh, that's a great way to start your morning. Next time I'm here with like Allie or something like that, I've got to get a ride on Cartzilla. Dude, that shopping cart put me in a good mood, put me in a wacky mood. I love the grand and glamorous stylings of things like the Venetian or Caesar's Forum shops. And it'd be great to experience the stylish elegance of the Wynn or the Encore. But I'm a much bigger fan of things that are just pure kitsch, pure schlock, pure shtick, you know what I mean? Wacky stuff. And luckily, there's a bit of that left over in Las Vegas these days as well. So when I woke up this morning on my last day in Las Vegas, I think, before I head home, I was thinking, do I want to walk around the big casinos on the strip, or do I want to look for something a little more seedy, a little more old school? And of course I decided a little more seedy and old school, but first I've got to go cash another little voucher over here, another little found on the floor prize. I have gambled $0 of my own money while I've been in Vegas, but for the second time on the ground, I found a voucher for $20. So I actually have been winning in Vegas without even playing. Uh-oh, what's going on here? We got some nude cow folk over here. Well, partially nude cow folk over here. I don't fancy paying for that photo opportunity, so I'll keep on going. Yeah, you gotta keep your eyes open, man. I saw somebody trying to put a little voucher into a machine at a completely different casino and then just give up and leave it there. So I walked up and looked at it, 20 bucks for Paris, Las Vegas. They were trying to cash it in at the Mandalay Bay. I must have just gone, not worth it. Well, it's worth it to me. So before I get wacky, I'm headed over there towards the Eiffel Tower, which we could just see peeking up above the horizon, and get myself some free money. Now see, I would have just taken the car straight over to Paris because it is quite a walk from Treasure Island. But I looked it up and it costs $20 to park over at Paris, even within the first hour, unless you're a Nevada resident, which I am not, which would have completely canceled me out. So I decided to take the 2-mile, roughly 1 hour round trip on foot, all to get a free $20 bill. Let's face it, I could use a little bit of walking around. The walk may cost me more foot time than it's worth in dollars to be minimum wage perhaps, but I'm getting a lot of free shows along the way. Hopefully burning off some of this belly. You see those things across the street? Those are some of the private viewing boxes, some seating for that Formula One race coming up here in front of Bellagio, which is normally the area you're more likely to see Dirty Mickey or Dirty Darth Vader or Chewbacca, you know. Take a photo with me for $1 kind of people. Just right over there in front of the free fountain show, which always gathers huge crowds, which just shows what a big mistake it is that Treasure Island's letting those pirate ships go to waste. But since it's closed off, I've noticed they are a lot more spread out along the strip. Oh look, here we are. Paris, c'est bon, très belle. Dude, look at that thing. Look how small those people are. And then let's go up and up and up and up. And this is only a half-scale replica of the real Eiffel Tower. The real one is over 1,000 feet tall. This one's only 541 feet tall, something like that. There's a bar down here in the base, a nightclub up there on the sort of balcony underneath it, and even a restaurant up there in the Eiffel Tower itself. And if you don't get suckered into giving all your money away to the faux showgirls wandering around out front, and you actually make it in here into Le Casino, you can experience the stylish sophistication and elegance of Paris, replicated right here in the Nevada desert. Hey, it's one of those statue guys over there. I've never seen an off-duty statue guy, but I have seen some in the real Paris, so that is accurate. Now look at this. Look at all these slot machines, sous le ciel du Paris, huh? Right under the skies of Paris. Doesn't smell like the real Paris though, it smells a lot cleaner. There's the elevator that goes up into the Eiffel Tower. You can see the base of it actually sticking down into the casino itself, which I think is pretty darn cool. You got Le Cabaret over here. You'll have sort of dancing showgirls appearing on stage throughout the evening later on. A lot of times there's live music. It's always good people watching anywhere in Vegas. It's all sort of designed to keep you in here and tempt you into shooting some craps or playing roulette, or far more likely, I think, for most people, making a little donation to the slot machines. But look at this. Look at these beautiful replica Parisian fountains. I love the Art Nouveau sort of covered like little arcade things here where they have the gaming tables. I've seen, by the way, a lot of these real fountains in the real Paris, but since with the exception of one time, I'm almost always there in the winter, I rarely see them turned on, right? They turn them off in the winter so they don't freeze the pipes or whatever. This is awesome, dude. Beautiful. Just love that. I love the scale, miniature buildings. It's gorgeous. And I think it might even be bigger than the little Harry Potter Paris they built at Epic Universe in Florida. My favorite part is actually once you get farther back in the casino, there's an entrance to sort of little walkway full of shops right here past the Cafe Americano. They got some really nice like cocktail lounges and restaurants back here. But what I love is, look at this. Look how the architecture gets sort of closes in on you there. You've got those kind of arched walkways. Oh look, there's Nobu right there. So very fancy restaurants, like I said. It's just gorgeous. The whole thing is gorgeous. And if you look around, there's just a lot of details, like little statues everywhere, those old school Art Nouveau light fixtures. I mean, just look at this. Okay, I never knew what this was called back here. Le Boulevard. I love the detail, man. It's so cool. You can see exactly why I like this back here. It's just kind of a neat, weird, trippy feeling, you know, like you're walking through the streets of Paris in Las Vegas, seeing all kinds of crazy cow folk and whatnot. Oh, look at this back here. Got some kind of private event going on back here, but look at this courtyard. I mean, how cool is that? That is absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, I guess there's really no reason for me to be wandering down here. I could have got my 20 bucks already, hopefully, if that voucher is valid. I just like experiencing the theming, you know? Look at that little frescoes there on the wall. You have like a little French chateau hiding back there. Ooh, we got a smell change over here. I smell cigars. There's Monte Cristo, a little cigar bar that used to be called Napoleon. So there's a bunch of little statues of Napoleon in there. And then when you get far back enough, one of my favorite things, that's why I came all the way back here, a statue to the unsung heroes of the world. The people who clean up after us, who fix all our messes. The janitors. Now this statue right here is called Aftermath. I don't know if he's like cleaning up after a French protest or something like that. That I've seen many times in real life too. Remember when I got tear gas? That was a fun one. I don't think he's actually supposed to be French themed. I think he's supposed to be just sort of like an everyday person kind of sweeping up the sidewalks here in Las Vegas. I'll tell you something interesting. He used to have a cigarette in his mouth, but I guess he's evolved to 2025, you know? That's not cool anymore. Feeling a little smoky, buddy? I know you want to smoke. Well, Monte Cristo's is right there, no? You're staying clean, good for you. Anyway, you go back far enough, you actually end up in a completely different casino over here, or you can end up in the self-parking garage. But there are some more deluxe boutiques back here, some more shopping, and a huge convention center off this way. Very fancy. I mean, look in here. Look just like in one of the ballrooms. We don't want to disturb the convention. Look at those chandeliers. Incredible. Look at that. It's like you're in the Palace of Versailles. See all the mirrors there and this fancy prism. Shout out to Pollyanna. Gorgeous, man. Prettier than the Anaheim Convention Center, I'll tell you that much. Anyway, when I was talking about corny stuff, touristy stuff, schlock, cheesiness, what I was thinking was heading down over to Circus Circus, one of the only other places with free parking on the Las Vegas Strip, on Las Vegas Boulevard. As far as I can tell, it's pretty much down to just Treasure Island and Circus Circus. We'll see if I'm able to make it though, because I did take this this crazy detour over here, another quest for 20 bucks. And of course, I got friends to meet up with later for our last, lingerie, for our last night of Vegas. Look at this fake tree right here. Damn, looks so real. Beautiful. But I'm forgetting myself. I don't want to become what the French call les incompetents. Let's see if this voucher is any good. Ooh, look at this over here. That is actually the entrance to the Eiffel Tower restaurant. You take a glass elevator up there through the ceiling, out into the real world. You got a great view from up there of the Bellagio fountains at night. I have actually been in that restaurant. They claim they can make things gluten-free, but they got me very sick more than once, so I don't know if I'll ever go back again. But my friends took me last time I was here. Allie and I went up there and had a nice time with them. So beautiful place. Okay, I cannot find one of those cash out machines. I might actually have to ask for directions. No, my manhood. Oh, wait, I'm stupid. There's one right here, right in front of the freaking door I walked in. All right, there's a little bit of a line, but I popped it in the machine and I think, I hope. Yes, look at this, 20 bucks. That's 40 free dollars I made in a week. A new record. Now I can take all the pictures with fake showgirls that I want. Oh man, I was only kidding, but look at that. There they are, right when you walk out the door. You gotta watch out for those showgirls, man. They'll kind of grab you around the neck, or they'll put the boa around your neck, the feather boa. Or like sometimes they'll have beads or something like that. Put them around your neck and be like, where you from? How you doing? Try to be all friendly, get you in a conversation. Don't you want to take a picture? And they are good. Very, very good at making you feel like, oh man, I don't really want to. They make you do it somehow. I'm not saying it's not worth a couple of bucks for a fun pic for these ladies who have to walk up and down the strip for miles all day. I'm just saying if you don't want a picture, give them a wide berth. Because even if you think you're the most stalwart person ever, they'll get you. Personally, I prefer to save my photo dollars for Dirty Pee-wee over there. And by the way, when I say dirty, I'm not actually making fun of the person. It's just like the costumes get all rugged looking compared to like Disneyland or something like that. Some people freak out. Dirty Mickey, how could you? The guy's just trying to make a living. I know that. This is why we can't have nice things, people. But there's a guy with a red bicycle in like old Las Vegas who dresses up as Pee-wee. There's another guy over there who's always just in a diaper with a big rubber baby mask on him. Then you got these musicians out here singing their hearts out, playing the bass. And of course, my all-time favorite, probably the most legendary character on the strip, the guy who dresses up as Minnie Mouse and he's always taking the head off to smoke cigarettes. Many tourists, including myself, have come out here and actually paid him just to get shots of him without the head on, because it's just so weird. For the record, the dude knows he's a legend, because people are always like, no, with the head off, with the cigarette. All right, well, I gotta make the long march back to Treasure Island. I will see you guys over that way, I guess. This town is freaking crazy. You just never know what you're gonna see ever. Even the showgirls look like they stopped for the hula hoop lady over here. Case in point, right across from Caesars, you have those faux police ladies right there. They asked me to take a picture for them with some tourists, and then they all turned around, showed their backsides, and then they started, well, dishing out some street discipline with their little whips. What the heck kind of lewd photos am I taking out here? Oh, look at that. There's the new Hard Rock coming together. Just in the couple of days that I've been here, they've actually started to add glass to the bottom of the guitar. Most of the guitar isn't even built yet. A lot of colorful characters out here today. A lot of colorful characters. All right. I'm almost back. I'm not 100% sure all that was worth 20 bucks, but definitely got a little sweat on. That is for sure. Even though it's not that hot outside, the sun, that Las Vegas sun and the dryness, the lack of moisture will just suck the life right out of you. Anyway, headed into Treasure Island here. You'll see what I mean about the pirate theming disappearing pretty much immediately. And look at that. There's actually literally more cowboy theming thanks to Gillies in here than there is pirate theming. Look at this slot machine, John Wayne. Who's this guy over here? Look at this fella. Say howdy, get rowdy. Cowgirls, welcome. The wildest bull rides on the strip. Anyway, yeah, free parking over here at Treasure Island. And if everything goes according to plan, we'll be going from one free parking area to the other, the only other that I know of, at the most glamorous casino of them all. Circus. Circus. Ugh. It's amazing the size of these places. I mean, look at the size of just this one escalator here back to the car. This escalator ride is actually lasting like 5 times longer than the Tron ride at Disney World. Whew. Only this one had no line. Oh man, even the casinos aren't free from vape shops these days. They're saying visitor, ooh, that's creative. I had a van that was put together mostly with duct tape back in the day. They're saying that Vegas is like much less crowded than it used to be and all that kind of stuff. Well, it doesn't help when most of the parking costs more than my entire gambling budget ever. Then again, my gambling budget is less than we pulled out of Paris for free, so I might not be the right guy to weigh in on that. All right, we're on our way now. Now, the last time I can remember going inside of Circus Circus was in the year 2000. I was 17 years old the last time I came here, so I was definitely not used to Las Vegas. I was definitely not used to a lot of things back then. It's been more than 20 years. Heck, it's been almost exactly 25 years, and all I really remember about it is it feeling sketcheroo. So we'll see what 2025 Justin's opinion of Circus Circus is. I haven't been here in forever. I might have gone back some other time, but I really can't remember. It's funny because now it's surrounded by Fontainebleau right over there and Resorts World over here, some of the newest, finest casinos, luxurious places in Vegas, and yet it really doesn't look like it's been upgraded at all. Oh, dude, the mythical free parking, rather. Sweet. All right, dude, here we are, Circus Circus. And this is actually the first place I ever stayed in Las Vegas when I was 17. Not here at Circus Circus itself, but right over there at the Travel Suites Hotel. And I remember I got bit by something I must have been allergic to. So I took a bunch of Benadryl and I was out of my mind walking around the strip for the first time, all forlorn at Circus Circus. Let's see if 25 years has made any improvement on my perception of the place. It's definitely not in its heyday anymore. Circus Circus first opened up, I think in 1968 or something like that. Then they kept expanding it in the 70s with these towers here. I don't think it's undergone a major expansion since the late 70s or early 1980s. Famously, it's got its own theme park back there called the Adventuredome. I've never been in there, but let's head in under the big top. I always see the sign as I'm driving by right here, not just the giant clown, but the fact that it says free circus acts right there, in addition to the free parking. Let's see if we see any circus acts going on today. Ooh, we have arrived. Well, so far we might as well be at Binion's. Not too much circus theming going on right as you walk in the casino. For the most part, actually, seems to be largely empty today, which is pretty crazy. Let's see what we got over here on the side. We got a nice truck-themed bar going on, and ooh, Midway land. The main Midway is in the big top right above us. It looks like we got a little mini Midway land over here, a little arcade action going on. Dude, look at this. Nobody's here. This is nuts. Like in the 80s, or the 90s, I would have gone crazy to be in a place like this. And nobody here but one lonely employee. As the young folks would say, it's giving back rooms in there. I had to get out of there. See if find anything a little more entertaining up in the Midway itself here. Cruise up this little circular walkway. Oh yeah, look at that, there we go. We're in the big top now. Oh, things are looking a little more festive up here, that's for sure. I don't see anybody performing any circus acts, but you never know, we might get lucky. Oh dude, we popped out at some Midway games already, launched something into these buckets and win yourself a sad puppy. A whole bunch of carnival games over here. I thought that said magic corn for a second. Oh yeah, 25 years later. This is basically exactly what I remember. A mostly empty, kind of fun looking, but mostly empty shell of its former glory. Dude, look at that right there. A little carousel themed snack bar, actually rotating with seats upstairs. Then downstairs, these people are actually rotating around on the carousel as they gamble in the slot machines. Now that is pretty interesting. If this was anywhere else, I think people would flock to come and see this and take a fun pic. It's just so bizarre and so strange. It's so empty up here, and yet this feels like such a hip happening place, right? It's so themed out, it's kind of fun. You got claw machines and games everywhere, like family-friendly games, not just gambling games. Here's that horse around carousel bar. Horse around, that's something I love to do. Quit horsing around over here, fellas. I mean, look at this. I guess I was born in the wrong era, and I'm in my 40s now. And even I am kind of like a little too young for the circus, you know? I mean, the circus was still around when I was a kid. I can remember them having little parades through Anaheim when the train would arrive, the circus train with all the animals. I feel like, for the most part, even for people my age, the circus wasn't really a thing. And yet, in a bygone era, the circus was the most exciting thing likely to come into your town. Circus theming was something that people were very nostalgic for, clearly. Not so much now. Not so much now. Look at these old clowns right there. There's something kind of creepy and cool and fun about old circuses. Look how old this game is, that the guns just actually look like something. Oh, it's a squirt gun. Something James Bond would hold on to. Bro, this is so weird. They actually have a haunt that they do at Circus Circus. Oh, look at this. Icy land and treats. Weird, there's like a whole icy bar in here. I've never seen that before. But yeah, they have a whole haunt outside. I can't remember what it's called, Fear Zone or something like that. And it's like a separate admission. You go out into the parking lot, somewhere behind the casino. Yet I feel like they missed a trick here, not having the haunt inside of the Midway up here. It's just, I don't know why, it's a little creepy. Got an old school racing game up here and a much bigger arcade upstairs. Just so weird. There are some people in here. It's definitely not like abandoned or anything, but it's like very, very spooky, you know? Same thing when we went to Niagara Falls just recently. Ah, look at Mr. Pop over here. We were in the basement of that big tower in Niagara Falls. There's an arcade in there. There was absolutely nobody there. It was so creepy and weird. This is a trip, dude. This is not what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be at least full of people roaming around. Look at this. It's just, I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble, right? It's like, sir, we're closed. Some like hoops and stuff here. There's literally a basketball hoop over there. And a little seating area, a very small seating area actually. You got the trapeze up there, the sort of high wire acts, I guess, perform in this area. I don't know when, maybe only on the weekends. I don't know, I gotta ask somebody, I guess. I mean, online it says they still do the free circus acts every 30 to 40 minutes, but I find myself doubtful. Well, we'll wander around for a bit and see if we get lucky later. There's certainly no like posted schedule or anything in here. Look at this, see, this is what I'm talking about. See the giraffes over there and the sort of paintings on the walls, the clowns and everything. Oh gosh, that would be so creepy if there was just a random clown that popped around the corner. Are people nostalgic for this anymore, or is it sort of a bygone thing? You can tell at one time this place was quite luxurious, you know, for its day. I bet to the people of the early 70s, this place was just as mind-blowing as I find like Paris or the Venetian to be. Just weird because it looks like it should be fun, and everything's just so quiet and chill. All right, let's cruise on farther back into the casino towards the sort of hotel portion, and I'm guessing towards the Adventuredome, the theme park, which like I said, I've never been inside before. Oh, there's a lovely tattoo shop over here offering temporary and permanent tattoos. Steakhouse there. You got a manga shop over here with some Totoro figures, some anime plush and everything. Some more gaming floors back here. What do we have here? We've got the fragrance. What do we got here? We got the fragrance bar, Magnet Max. Here's the buffet over here, not open at the moment. They got a wedding chapel called the Hitchin Post upstairs. Don't need that today. Here's the big top buffet. Nobody's home. Got a blackjack dealer there doing the Picard thing. Lovely food court with Popeyes, Louisiana chicken. You got Krispy Kreme donuts. One of those spots where you can buy those ginormous shoes. Look at this. It's a major award. All right, I found the escalators over to the Adventuredome. Oh, look, an arcade. An arcade. I think that was actually advertising the arcade that we already saw. Not so much the Adventuredome one, but I don't think I've ever been this far back inside of Circus Circus. We'll see what we find. Whew. Circus Circus is one of the older ones, and yet I'm already winded just walking around here. Even the older casinos are just freaking ginormous. Man, I might need to use the oxygen bar over here. Oh my gosh, look at this. They got the aqua massage and the fish bar where you put your feet in the fish tanks and the fish clean your feet. Oh, there's the real thing right there. Screw the sign. Look at this. Stick your feet in there and let those fish eat off all the dead skin or whatever. Why do they look so small? I think I had some fish like that back in the day in my fish tank. Oh yeah, look at this place, dude. It's weird. Now, Circus Circus these days is almost a meme. Like if you're staying at a fancy hotel, you'll make the joke like, we lost so much money, we're gonna have to go stay at Circus Circus and stuff. I'm not trying to dunk on it. I can see that it was once probably glorious, and there's actually a lot of fun stuff in here, a lot of fun stuff to do, and also, hey, more temporary tattoos. But yeah, it's definitely not bumping. Okay, there we go, the Adventuredome theme park. It says free to enter right there. I don't need any wristbands or anything like that. I'm not gonna ride anything. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's not in the parking lot. Look at the fear zone right here. Maybe they do it in the Adventuredome itself. Just wanted to check back here at the dead end. Oh wait, look at this. Shut the front door. This isn't even in the Adventuredome. It's a whole separate thing. SpongeBob's Crazy Carnival Ride. I had no idea there was a SpongeBob ride here, much less a giant animatronic Mr. Crab. What the heck?
Thank you. Please, hold your applause. Welcome, customers of all ages. Hurry inside to play the greatest collection of carnival games in all of Bikini Bottom. Guaranteed fun. 0 refunds.
What in the heck? I don't know what the carnival ride is like, but it's kind of cool that there's a SpongeBob gift shop here in Las Vegas. Look at all that. You can get a little SpongeBob pineapple with a plant growing inside of it, a SpongeBob or Patrick Bank. Man, Universal Studios, eat your heart out. Look at that. I love this fish right here inside the carnival booth. It's an automated ticket dispenser, but still have this little guy in there. Just look at him. He's rethinking his life, working at Circus Circus. Dude, this was the last thing I was expecting. Just trying to decide if it's worth $14 to check out. On the one hand, I did get a free $20 bill today. But before I make up my mind, maybe I'll check out the free portion of the Adventuredome. Okay, all right, I passed the metal detector portion of the experience. Look at this. I have never been in here before. I've seen pictures on the giant digital billboards around Las Vegas. Looks like they got a nice little DJ stage over here. A little advertisement for the Fear Zone. Don't get it confused with the Fright Zone, Tom Devlin's Fright Zone in Boulder City. This is crazy, man. Look at this. They got these big carnival rides here in front of this giant fake rock, sort of a little miniature Big Thunder Mountain. I just noticed Nosferatu up there, keeping an eye on things. They must be using that for the Fear Zone, because you can tell it's normally like a restaurant, like a seating area. Some brave children just got up on this thing, the inverter here. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, that is scarier than anything I bet they have in the Fear Zone. Let's see how crazy it goes. That is making me feel some kind of way. Just watching it from the ground. Oh, the humanity, the children, they're upside down. Oh my gosh. Holy simoleons. Oh, it's gonna go. That is giving me the heebie-jeebies. Oh, look at this, the disco spinning around over here. Oh, all right, it's slowing down. Is it slowing down? No, it's not slowing down. Yikes. No, thank you. I'm getting a medical condition just looking at that thing. Okay, what do we have over here? The Panic House and the Happy Family 4D experience. Deep inside the caves over here. I'm sure it's something you gotta pay for, get a wristband, get a ticket. Just kind of want to explore and see what I'm able to see. Oh, there's a little cut through here. We're actually making our way through the mountain. This is just so surreal. Like I feel like I'm on another planet. This is amazing. Man, like if this was at any other place, you'd be like, this is awesome. Oh man, look at that. I mean, anywhere else, oh, there's a loop-de-loop up there. Anywhere else, you'd be like, this is incredible. The whole floor is shaking. Look at this. Obviously, the roller coaster pops in or out of this little cave right here. I'm gonna stand here for a second, see if I can witness that. Oh, oh yeah, dude. The whole floor is rumbling. Oh, look at this. This is actually awesome. I wouldn't mind owning that right here. You can drive various Batmobiles, little Batman machine game. Batman machine game? My brain is shutting down. This is just so interesting. I can't believe I've been coming to Vegas on and off for 25 years. I have never wandered around through the event. I always thought you had to pay just to get in, but apparently not. It's free to just come in, walk around, take a gander at. Look at the size of that mountain over here. It's quite extensive. It actually goes a lot farther back than I thought it would at first appearance. Look at this, you got Angry Birds, the ride in here. Oh, and I gotta show this to Adam the Woo. Looks like normally when it's not Fear Zone time, they got the Party Zone. This is so strange with the dinosaur bones here. You got a little rooster up there in the barn, and then apparently this is a little information desk. Sometimes, hello there, creepy skeleton thing. It looked like it was gonna move there for a second. Okay. Clearly a lot of it is actually closed off at the moment to do the Fear Zone thing. Oh, look at this. They got a frickin' go-kart raceway on this kind of outdoor balcony up here from the Adventuredome. Look, it's like miniature go-karts. Well, that's fun. But yeah, I don't think we're seeing it at its full operational capacity, and yet this is wild, dude. I was not expecting this. You pop this thing down in Kansas City or whatever, and it would be packed in here. It's just unbelievable to me that it's so empty. Man, I don't want to sound crazy, but Circus Circus should be a lot more popular than it appears to be. All right, so this is completely random, but I was just, you know, walking through here gawking and whatever. And by the way, every time the roller coaster comes, the floor shakes so much. I hope it's built on springs. And I ran into this guy, Tristan, who is the creative director of the Fear Zone here. So I guess they used to do something called Fright Dome until 2017. They had a different sort of haunt event here. Look at all these dinosaurs, man. John Hammond would be proud. It's weird. I felt like I was channeling my inner Adam the Woo there. So I guess this is the first year of the new haunt that we've been seeing all the signs for. And spoiler alert, I'm supposed to be back out here for a big press announcement for something next week or like a week or two from now in Las Vegas. If I can make it back out, I might just come and check out the Fright Zone. Oh, there's the roller coaster. So there's the loading area right here. Loco. Yeah, call me crazy, but Circus Circus should be a lot more popular. Maybe the casino theming is just what drives people away. Maybe it's the location, that the action is supposed to move up or down the street. Oh no, look, this is a different roller coaster. Okay, so the Loco. Whoa. Is that thing? Who can say what all the reasons are that it's so empty like this? Maybe kids are just too stuck to their iPads? I have no idea, but I would have gone nuts for this in the 90s. All right, might as well say this. For those of you who want to know, the Fear Zone has got 4 different mazes. It's supposed to get even crazier and wilder next year. There's a bunch of different scare zones as well, obviously all throughout this thing. I spoke too soon saying they should have had it in the Midway. Oh, this is much better in here in the dome. See, look at this. You can there's obviously more attractions and things that are closed off, probably for the Fear Zone, so they can run some of their mazes through there. But yeah, this is pretty awesome. Man, I have no idea where I am now. This is crazy. It's bigger than I thought it was. Oh, look at this. Got some bumper cars there. You know, I heard that bumper cars were originally called like Dodge cars or something like that. The whole idea was to not hit the other cars. That's why they made them so hard to steer. Oh, look at this. A freak show. Oh, there's not another one until 6 p.m. I wonder if they'll even do it. Freak show. Real. I like that. Real. I guess we missed it. Or maybe I'm the freak show now. Oh yeah, look at this. Got some more Midway games over here that are closed up to become haunt mazes, and there's a whole freaking galleon over here. I mean, maybe some of you are familiar with the Adventuredome, and none of this is coming as a surprise to you, but it's coming as a surprise to me. Man, Las Vegas might be the weirdest city on the planet. I think we've proven today that even if you keep coming here over and over and over, there's always something new, weird, unusual, and crazy and surprising to see. Oh, maybe next time I come, I'll strap a GoPro on myself and get up on top of that mountain, or take a spin on the whacking wind, sink my teeth into sweet Amanda's. Kind of spooky down here in these rope-like caves, huh? Ooh. Dude, another icy bar. What the heck? Remember going into Kmart in the old days and getting yourself an icy? I just aged myself pretty hard, didn't I? All right, well, this adventure can't go on forever, so I guess we better start making our way out of here. This is pretty cool. I wonder how much it is for one of the wristbands. Okay, let's see, regular pass, 60 bucks, junior pass, 30 bucks. So I guess you can get, for 30 bucks, you can get your kids into the Adventuredome. It's free parking, and the kids pass 30 bucks is actually cheaper than most of the parking at a lot of these casinos. So I'd say it's worth it. Take my leave of the Adventuredome here. You know what? I can't help myself. I'm gonna hop on Spongebob's carnival ride. You had to buy your little card over here at this kiosk, and I presume swipe it over here at the entrance. This is so weird, you guys. I feel like I'm in like another universe here. Where the heck am I? I'm a long way from Binions. Shies are this line in here. This is so wacky and weird and fun. I love it. All right, it is a shooting game. I don't know if they'll have any 3D props in here, but I hope so. Oh, look at that. I think I'm the only rider.
All I need is a few ingredients.
No win. Hey!
Krabby Patty's secret formula will finally be mine.
Plankton. All right, I'm going in through here. Look at it. You shoot with these little Star Trek phaser looking things. Spongebob is leading the way. Okay, oh. I'm popping, I'm trying. Oh, there we go, there we go. I'm doing it, collecting points. Let me see if I can shoot SpongeBob. He is unfazed. Oh, look at the plush Garys you can win. I gotta win a Gary. Oh, look at this, it's a trackless ride system here. It's pretty interesting, man. Oh, look at Squidward.
Shoot hoops for fun and prizes.
Okay. All right, I'm tossing my basketballs here, or my tomatoes rather. Oh, I got Plankton. Come on, Plankton, you must be stopped. I'm not gonna lie to you, I am terrible at this. What'd you say? Pick up the pace.
Fair warning, Patrick's hosting the next game. Scram!
This is so random and so weird, and such a strange feeling being alone on this ride. All right, let's see who we've got around the corner. Hey, it's Patrick! All right, I'm gonna shoot the plates. I love that this could just be like an all-screen thing, but there's a couple of animatronics in here. I'm kind of loving the SpongeBob ride vehicles too. Look at this cotton candy down here. I love Bikini Bottom. So weird because I feel like I'm holding like a TV remote with one button on it. All right, looks like we got SpongeBob's ring toss coming up next. I'm ready. All right, tossing rings on Coral here. Let's see if I can catch Gary. I can't do it. What? What's wrong, SpongeBob? Oh! Get him! Get him! I have no idea what's happening, but I'm having fun. All alone in the weirdest ride in Las Vegas. I don't know what's going on. Woo! SpongeBob! That is so cool. Oh, it smells! It smells like Krabby Patties!
I think they're going! All those Krabby Patties are costing me money!
Oh!
It's better than that, Gramps. Once I get this Krabby Patty back to my lab, nothing will stop me from learning the secret formula!
Plankton's got the Krabby Patties! All right, look at this. We're going into this little dome here. Little 3D experience, like the Harry Potter. Oh, help me! This is overstimulating. All right, I'm shooting the lamp. Exterminate! Woo!
Stop me from learning the secret formula!
I think I did it. I think we might be at the end here. All right, let's see what my score is. Hey, I got the fish. I'm the fish right there. 282,000. And I'm pretty sure by default that makes me today's champion. Dude, how bizarre is this? All right, that's all she wrote. Dude, that's genuinely the most fun thing I've done all day. And since I found that $20 voucher, it was actually free. We just had a free ride on the SpongeBob thing. All right, gang, well, if Kisses by Fishes is closing up shop, I guess we will too. I saw a lot more on today's adventure than I thought I was going to. It was definitely a fun experience. Experienced so many different flavors of Las Vegas. I may or not be back in a couple of weeks, but there's some crazy adventures to have at home. So this is it for this little quick run to Las Vegas. Been recovering from my little miniature hospital visit. I'll be going back eventually, hopefully not too soon. Oh yeah, I gotta go down this way. And anyways, this is the part of the video that's the most fun for everyone, where I let you know that we have sick merch for sale. We also still have some Frights pins, our Halloween pins. You can still order my book and other such like things at randomland.com if you want to help out the show. And if you've been getting value out of these adventures and you really want to help keep the show on the road, and especially get the show way out on the road for a lot more road trips on America's 250th birthday next year, the best way you can do that would be to join our Patreon. We definitely want to get as much America as possible into Random Land next year. But just for watching, just for hanging out, just for giving me your time and attention, I want to say thank you. You've done your duty. You can go home and sleep well.
And welcome to Mr. Krabs' Carnival Games! And congratulations, you're going to help me get very, very rich. So buy a ticket and have fun! Oh, money, money this, money, money that. Carnival Games will make me wallet fat.
Okay, maybe I'm crazy, but some of you Las Vegas experts out there, tell me, 25 years ago when I was here, I feel like there was some weird sideshow thing with like an animatronic gorilla, or like a gorilla that appeared in a mirror. Some kind of like, look at the freak, and then there'd be like a gorilla there. Am I crazy? You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, gang, it takes all sorts to make up a world, and it takes all sorts of places to make up an America. This was a fun one. See you guys next time.